Engaged Lessons for the 21st Century.
Well, good day and welcome to the video on imagination, and this is lesson 1. What we're going to do today is step you through all the processes on how to solve this lesson and use your imagination to create a fine output. You'll notice that it says Smart Notebook, which we're going to go to in a second, and then we're going to click on Animation Special Effects, Presentation Resources for Students and Teachers. Now, before we do all that, what we would like to do is go to the website and step you through it so there's no problem at all. Okay, here we are on the website, and here it says Smartboard. I'm going to click on Smartboard, and over to the far right, I'm going to click on Animation Special Effects. When I do that, this page will open up, and we are going to scroll down to Presentation Resources for Students and Teachers. I'm going to click on that, and you'll notice that we have quite a selection of things to do, but those are for lessons a little bit later on. The first thing we're going to look at is photo frames. I'm going to click on photo frames, and what we're going to do here is find a frame, and we are going to place our initials in the middle of the frame. I'm going to choose this oval one. Let me choose a plain oval one, and you can, as you can see, you can pick any color you would like. I'm going to choose this one. So when I click on it, style number 22, we have quite a few frames to choose from. You can pick on whichever one you want. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to right click and hit copy. When I do that, it will place this frame in the memory, and then I'm going to open up Microsoft Word. Let me do that for you. Here we are in Microsoft Word. As usual, I'm going to hit my enter key a few times and create a buffer. Then I'm going to hit Control V to paste that frame. And here we are. Now we have the frame just about where we'd like to do it. You need to choose what kind of background you'd like for your frame back here. I'm going to go to Page Layout, Page Color, Fill Effects, Texture, and I'm going to choose this one, Newspaper, and hit OK. And upon doing so, you'll notice that the background has changed tremendously. Now, I'm going to reduce the size of the screen so you can see more of what I'm doing. I'm going to click on the frame, and up here at the top it says Wrap Text. Click on that, and I'm going to click on Tight. This will allow me to take the frame now and move it just about anywhere I'd like. So I'm going to grab a handle here and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that's about what I would like it to do. Okay, let's stop here for a second and go to the next part of this presentation. This is where we left off. Here's our cursor flashing, and what we want to do is place some letters inside here. To do that, the letters of our initials. To do that, we need to go back to the website and go to that same section that we were at before. Okay, we're on the website. I'm going to click the back arrow key a few times, and here's where we are. Now, I'm going to click on Letters and Numbers, and upon doing so, you can see we have many choices to choose from. You decide which one you'd like to use. Okay, I'm going to use this one, and you can pick a letter with a particular color that you think looks pretty good. I'm going to choose the navy blue one, and I want to put my letters of my initials in there. So I'm going to use J for the first one. I'm going to click on J. I'm going to choose the smaller one. I'm going to right click and hit copy and go back to my Word document and hit Control V. Now we can make this larger at any time. Let's look at how to do that. To make it larger, all you need to do is grab one of these handles, make it a little bit larger. Now we want to place it inside the frame. To do that, you'll see it's highlighted. Up here at the top, I'm going to click on Text Wrap, and I'm going to click on In Front of Text and move it down right about here. And then we can make it a little bit larger if we'd like. Okay, then all we need to do is go back to the website and get the next letter. And let's do that. Click your back arrow, and I'm going to find the letter F. And I'm going to choose this one. Right click, hit copy, go back to Microsoft Word, and I'm going to hit Control V to paste it. And again, to move it, I'm going to have to click on the letter up at the top, wrap text, and click on In Front of Text and move it right about here. And we need to make it as large as the other one so it kind of balances out. Okay, and the last one I want to do, I'm going to go back to the website, click on my back button, and click on the letter K. Choose the small letter K, hit copy, go back to the word processing document, hit Control V again to paste it, double click on it, text wrap, in front of text, and let's move this down and put it right about there. And grab the handle and make it a little bit larger. Now, if that's what you like and it's centered, that's great. Now remember, you can use any letters you want. Maybe I'll make this a little bit smaller. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. Let me pull it down just a notch. Okay, let's pause here for a second and go to the next part of this presentation. Before we go any further, it's important that we read the directions, and you'll notice that we've already done most of this. We have determined our frame, and we've clicked it on. It says Wrap Text Tight, and then we had chosen the letters and placed it in there, and we had In Front of Text, right? Now the next thing we need to do is we are going to group the picture and the letters, group everything together, and then we're going to determine the shading or whatever format you would like on your picture. And then we're going to go to Insert Header and use the first one, which is blank, and then we'll type in our name, which is illustrated up here. Depending upon what grade you're in, you're going to change it to whatever grade that you are presently in. Okay, so let's do that. What we're going to do is group the picture frame and all three letters all together, so it's one big picture. Up here at the top in the ribbon, I'm going to jump over to Page Layout and click on that. Now you'll notice in the far right we have the word group. It's not highlighted yet until I click on the frame, then hold my Shift key down and click the letters. And what we're going to do is go back up here and click on Group. And in doing so, now watch what happens. I can move it up and it all stays together. Now, you'll notice that we also talked about when you click on the picture, we would like to change the background of the picture. And in doing that, here's what we're going to do next. In changing the background or the picture as is presented to us, I'm going to double click on it, and up at the top it says Picture Tools. You can choose any one of these that you would like. I'm going to choose this one, which is a shadow, and you can see it's got a slight shadow to it. Over here to the far right, I'm going to click on Picture Effects, click on the down arrow, Shadow, go all the way to the bottom, Shadow Options. Now in clicking on your shadow options, you can do many different things. You can change it so that your shadow is a little larger, and you can make it darker or lighter, depends on you. I'm going to make it a 4, maybe a 5. And then you can change the angle too, to how it's related to you. And then also you can change the distance if you'd like. Okay, now if that's what you like, that's great. Let me hit close. Now we have a slight problem, but you can solve it very easily. This is portrait mode. If you like, simply click on Page Layout, Page Setup, and I'm going to click on landscape, and you can adjust the margins if you like, and click on OK. Then, because we had already decided to click on this so you can move it, now you have your picture just about where you'd like it. Now the only thing that's left is to place your name on there. To do it, simply click on Insert, Header, and use the first one. And then just simply type in your name. So you see I typed in a name, and then I just simply hit my escape key, and there we go. Now you can save this to a folder that you have on your computer, and I would call it Word, and maybe give it the title of Lesson 1, Imagination. Hopefully all of that made sense. And thank you for watching.